In ancient Greece, there was a clever king named Odysseus who devised the famous Trojan horse strategy during the Trojan War, unable to breathe the fortified city of Troy.
The Trojan War was a legendary conflict in Greek mythology, believed to have taken place around the 12th or the 3rd century BCE. It was fought between the city of Troy, located in present-day Turkey, and the Greek forces. The war is most famously chronicled in the Homer's epic poems, The Iliad of the Odyssey. The war began after Paris, a prince of Troy, educated Helen, the wife of Menelaus, king of Sparta. Menelaus called upon the other Greek kingdoms, led by his brother Agamemnon, to help him retrieve Helen and exact revenge on Troy. Greek, led by heroes like Achilles, Odysseus, and Achilles. Besides, for 10 years, the conflict saw many battles and heroic deeds on both sides. The Trojans, led by their prince Hector, defended the city fiercely. The war finally ended with the infamous Trojan horse stratagem, in which the Greece cunningly deceived the Trojans and infiltrated the city. Troy was sacked and most of the inhabitants were killed or enslaved. The story of the Trojan War has been immortalized in literature, art, and popular culture throughout history. Odysseus, renowned as the king of Ithaca, was of the most cunning and strategic leaders in Greek mythology. He played a pivotal role in the Trojan War, and he is the central character in Homer's epic poem, The Odyssey. Odysseus was known for his intelligence, resourcefulness, and wit. He was chosen to be one of the Greek commanders due to his cunning nature and his ability to devise intricate plans. Throughout the Trojan War, Odysseus demonstrated his ingenuity in the various situations, earning him the epithet man of many wiles. Despite his formidable intellect, Odysseus was not without flaws. His journey home after the war, as chronicled in the Odyssey, was fought with obstacles and challenges, testing his realness and determination. Despite facing numerous trials, including encounters with mythical creatures and gods, Odysseus persevered, showcasing his perseverance and cunning nature. Odysseus' character embodies the complex of human nature, with his strength and weaknesses, making him one of the most compelling figures in Greek. The stalemate between the Greeks and the Trojans during the Trojan War was a protracted and grueling standoff that lasted for nearly a decade. Both sides were entrenched in their positions, unable to gain a distinctive advantage of the others. On one side, the Greek, led by Agamemnon and aided by heroes like Achilles, Odysseus, and Archon, had sailed across the Aegean Sea to lay siege the city of Troy. They were determined to reclaim Helen, the wife of Menelaus, who had been taken to Troy by Paris, the prince of the city. On the other side, the Trojan, led by King Priam and his sons Hector and Paris, were defending their city walls with equal determination. They were bolstered by alliance with neighboring kingdoms and the formidable defense of Troy itself. Despite numerous battles and skirmishes, neither side could gain a decisive advantage. The Greeks attempted various strategies to breach the walls of Troy, including direct assaults, but were repelled by the Trojan defenses. Likewise, the Trojan could not force the Greeks to abandon their siege or break their resolve. The stalemate led to a prolonged and costly conflict, with both sides suffering heavy losses and enduring hardship. It wasn't until the cunning strategy of the Trojan horse, devised by Odysseus, that the deadlock was finally broken, leading to the eventual fall of Troy. Frustrating and beyond Greek leaders can stem from various sources such as economic challenges, political disagreements, or extremely pressure. It's crucial for them to navigate this inclusivity while proselytizing the well-being of the country and its citizens. Yes, in Greek mythology, Odysseus is credited with devising the idea of the Trojan horse, a cunning strategy used by the Greek to infiltrate the city of Troy during the Trojan War, a statement to his intelligence and strategy powers. The assembly of Greek soldiers to consecrate the wooden horse is pivotal moment in the story of Trojan War. It symbolized their determination and unity in executing Odysseus' cunning plan to infiltrate Troy and end the war. It also underscores the collaborative efforts required for such a significant military strategy. Secondly, surrounding the true purpose of the horse was essential to the success of the Greek strategy by concealing that the wooden horse contained Greek soldiers waiting to infiltrate Troy. When they were able to devise the Trojans into believing it was a peace offering or a tribute, the element of surprise was crucial for the success of the plan. The presentation of the Trojan horse as the gift of the Trojan was a calculated move by the Greek to deceive the Trojans into accepting with it their city walls. The act of offering the horse as a symbol of peace or victory masked the true intention of using it as a vessel for Greek soldiers to infiltrate Troy and up the war from within it. It was a clever manipulation of the Trojans' trust and pride. As a part of the strategy, the Greek army pretended to retreat, leaving the wooden horse behind as if it were a peace offering or a tribute. The dissipative movement further conveyed the Trojan that they had won the war and the horse was a symbol of their victory. It locked them into bringing the horse inside the city walls, unknowingly allowing the Greek soldiers hiding inside to carry out their plan. After the Greek pretended to retreat, the Trojan adapted what to do with the horse. Some were wary and suspicious, while others saw it as a symbol of victory and wanted to bring it inside the city walls. This debate reflects the unfriendly and conflicting emotions among the Trojans, ultimately leading to their decision to bring the horse into Troy. The Trojan, swayed by in the appearance of victory and the desire of glory, decide to bring the horse inside the city walls as a trophy. This action sealed their fate, as it allowed the hidden Greek soldiers within the horse to carry out their plan and ultimately bring the fall of Troy. On the cover of the night, the Greek soldiers hiding inside the horse emerged and opened the gates of Troy, allowing the Greek army that had pretended to retreat to enter the city. This surprise attack from within led to the downfall of Troy and the end of the Trojan War. The Greek army, having snuck back under the cover of darkness, breached the city walls with assistance of the soldiers hiding inside the horse. This tragic move allowed them to infiltrate Troy and achieve victory, bringing an end of long and bloody Trojan War. The destruction and fall of Troy marked the culmination of the Trojan War. Once the Greek soldiers breached the city walls, chaos ensued as they snaked and plundered Troy, leading to widespread destruction and devastation. The fall of Troy is a significant event in Greek mythology and has been immortalized in literature and art for centuries. The Trojan War ended with the fall of Troy. The Greeks, using the famous Trojan horse tactic, infiltrated the city and ultimately defeated the Trojans, bringing up end to the war. The Trojan horse tactic has had lasting legacy in military strategies and cultural imagination. It emphasized the concept of deception and surprise in warfare. The phrase Trojan horse is often used metaphorically to describe a strategy where a deceptive means is used to gain entry into fortified position or organization. It serves as cautionary tale, reminding us to be wary of hidden dangers, even its seemingly anxious offering. Odysseus played a crucial role in victory of the Greek during the Trojan War. He was the mastermind behind the idea of Trojan horse, which allowed the Greek soldiers to infiltrate Troy and ultimately secure victory. Odysseus' cunning and strategic thinking were instrumental in the success of the Greek forces. That was our story for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys like it. See you in the next story or podcast.